Welcome to Galero Gaming. Today we're going to be going over upgrading your gear from 800 to 1100, pushing from tier 2 into tier 3, and all the ways that you can get the materials to upgrade through tier 2. So we'll start with the same thing as last time when it comes to upgrading your gear. The first thing you're going to do is get your gear from the Chaos Dungeon. Alternatively, if you're missing a piece or you want to look for something very specific, the auction house sells gear as well to help you fill in your missing pieces. The leveling process to get to tier 3, although much the same, is also very different from tier 2. To start off with, here are the islands that you'll need to complete. The only problem is, like the last ones, these required to be done outside of just the islands. Some of the quests don't even start on their islands. Like one of them starts off in Burn and goes through multiple different places. Use Maxroll GG to give you a lineup for the quests. Then you have the ones like Azure Island that has a ton of hidden quests all over the place to complete. Their map has locations of where everything is and what you need to do to get it done. Then the last one to really point out is Flamona Island. I would like to suggest that if you have another tier 1 alt, which you should because they gave you 2 free power boosts, and you've got one that's both male and female, do the quest there because the last 2 parts of it can be done separately. One male, one female, gives different rewards. But all these islands here, they're pretty easy. The only thing is it's just a bit all over the place. Next, we don't have access to the tower for mats like we did before unless you've somehow gotten an alt up to tier 2 along with you. We do, however, still have all the vendors. The ships in the harbor, the guild vendor, chaos vendor, secret shop. Nothing there has really changed at all. Use them and make sure you just crank them out as much as you can. Now, with the chaos and guardian runs, same thing as before. Run them. Get your mats, preferably from your first round clears in the guardian runs, the highest that you can on chaos. Remember that you don't have to collect the heart to run your guardian raids. So if you haven't unlocked the tier 2 runs yet, just uncheck the heart collection and go run the requirements to get your tier 2 drops unlocked. Now for both of your quest zones, Yorn and Phaeton, make sure you do both the normal and hard mode of the dungeon, there to get the most mats that you possibly can. Also, side quests during this can and will award you with some upgrade mats. Not going to be a lot, but it's helpful. Anything is helpful in this one. Do any that you find that can and will give them. Next up, once again, your welcome challenges. There are achievements in there that will give you upgrade materials just like before. Pretty simple. Go through them, look for what you're looking for. Complete islands, hit certain areas, complete certain dungeon first runs, things like that. They'll reward you with all your challenges to get you more mats out of there. Now, for the new things to help you get mats that weren't really suggested before for going to tier 2. Go do all the abyss runs you can. At the end of them, buy the crate. This will cost you gold to buy, but it will pay you that gold back as well. Kind of a weird system. Costs 40, gives you 100. But you can see it on the screen now. It also gives you a lot of the mats in there for each one, along with giving you enough mats to upgrade your gear from rare to epic, which increases the stat bonuses, making it easier for you to clear content. I was able to make a full set of purple after just 2 runs and buying both chests. Then after that, if you're high enough to go into the next state of abyss runs, there's 3 of them. And they're all 8-man runs. The mechanics for these are a bit more in depth, but I'll post vids as quick as I can for walkthroughs on all 5 of the tier 2 dungeon runs. Now, the next thing that I'm going to talk about as a pair, since they both require tickets. You've got the cube and boss rush. The cube, although not giving you any actual upgrade mats, did however give me a decent amount of the star breath items that you use to increase your chance of success. And I mean, it gave me 95 of them in one run that was completed. Now I know the levels are random and you might not get as lucky as I did, but we had 4 treasure rooms that all gave quite a few of them. This may not be direct mats, but getting a successful upgrade over a failed upgrade is a huge bonus. Progress without waste. Then you've got the boss rush. It's pretty easy, honestly. Easily soloable since it's set to 802 and you'll probably be much higher when you finally run it. But it gives you a good chunk of leap stones. So that will help you push even further, and you can get tickets for both of these out of the Chaos Run. Or you can gamble for them in the chests from your guild vendor. Now for the bad news about all this. It is highly unlikely that you will not get stuck at some point. Me, I got slowed down hard at 1050, having multiple gear failures and not getting the boss rush ticket quickly enough. I finally got that, but that was just the other day. Your final last few upgrades on your gear are what will really slow you down and be the final hurdle to tier 3. It may take more than one weekly reset for you to get there, even if you're pushing hard. But personally, I would just say enjoy the game, have fun with it. If you're like me and you want to be there at the very end of the end game, waiting for the new content to drop and going through the hardest content you can find, then be my guest. I'll see you up there. However, you don't have to do it. Go at your own pace. Enjoy the game how you want to. Well, that's all for this guide. If you want a complete list and walkthrough for the islands, let me know down below. If you have any other requests, feel free to drop them down there. Remember, like and subscribe if you found this helpful. Till then, enjoy whatever world you're jumping into next, and have a great day.